Hey guys, this is Raj from HemmaChoice.net. Now I've already written up a full review for the HTC Sensation. You'll find the link for the review in the description below. Now for those of you who don't like reading or can't read, I'm going to summarize the written review for you in this short video. Now just be aware, I'm not going to cover everything in this video, and I'm not going to go through the whole specifications and stuff like that. As I said, if you want the full details, go and read the review. So let's move on now. The first thing you'll notice when holding this phone is it's quite heavy. It's 149 grams, which is not bad. I mean, it's 15 grams lighter than the Desire HD, so there is some progression there, but it certainly still feels quite hefty. The good thing about it is it feels solid at the same time, so that's a really good thing, if that makes sense. The second thing you'll notice is the size of the screen. It's 4.3 inches. Personally, I think it's great for watching movies, browsing the weather and stuff, but obviously not everyone will like it. Now, if you're wearing baggy jeans, you should be able to fit this phone into your pocket quite well. But for those of you who like to wear slightly tighter jeans, and that's not me, I don't really wear tighter jeans, but if you do, you know, let's just say people might think you're a very happy person. The resolution of the Sensation is QHD or Quad HD. That's 960 by 540 pixels, and obviously the higher resolution screen means a higher pixel density, so images are going to look a lot more crisp. The only thing that I didn't really like about the screen is, you know, the colors were a bit dull and the black seemed a bit grayish. It's not completely black, if you know what I mean. Like, the contrast ratio isn't that good compared to the Super AMOLED screens on the Galaxy S2. So let me turn this device on. As I've said, you know, because it's QHD, you get to see more of the screen. I'll try and show you an example here if it works. So if I go into YouTube, you can see there's a bigger list here. You can see more videos. Now, if it was a WVGA screen, you'd probably get about 6 videos here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or let's say 5. You'd probably about see 5 videos, but you can see more on the screen. So you get the same thing. You know, when you're browsing the web, you get to see more of the page. So that's a really good thing. Now let's move on to the second part. You know, like I said, I'm not going to go through the specifications, but I'll go through the actual software. It's using HTC Sense 3.0, and you know, HTC has made quite a few changes to it. It's more superficial. There isn't really a lot of functionality. As you can see, everything's been smoothened up a bit. It looks nicer, and you sort of get this carousel effect when you go fast. Yep, there's a lot more eye candy, but it doesn't really bring about any functionality other than the lock screen, which, you know, has had the major changes done to it. Look, you can see it's going through all the pictures right now. That's one of the lock screens. Another great thing is you've got 4 customizable icons here, which if you drag down to the ring will automatically go into that application. So it will save you some time if you want to take images and you need to get that quick, you know, take that quick shot. So what else really? It's pretty much not that much different from the Desire HD. It's slightly faster, but I wouldn't say, you know, it's worth getting this as an upgrade if you got a Desire HD. You know, yet on paper they've made a lot of changes. It's using the dual-core processor and, you know, better graphics. I think it's the Adreno 220, and the Desire HD used the Adreno 205. I've seen the quadrant scores and the Linpack scores. They're not that big difference. Yes, it's scored slightly higher, but the progression isn't as good as I thought it would be. So overall, the phone is pretty smooth. You know, as with all Sense phones, it's pretty smooth. There isn't any lag. You know, you can go into the application drawer and it's pretty smooth there as well. There isn't much lag in there either. You can go to your favorites, downloaded, and generally, like I said, using the phone, it's quite nippy, but not fast as I thought it would be. Now, you know, I've used the Galaxy S2 for quite some time, and this is, you know, really fast phone compared to the original Galaxy S. This is a big jump. You know, it's slim and there's so many changes to it, and you can feel the changes. While on this, yep, like I said, there's changes, but it's not really noticeable. You can't really tell it's using dual cores. So what else? You got the VGA front-facing camera, which you can use for like third-party applications like Skype, Quick, Tango to make calls. The pictures on this aren't really good. it's a bit grainy, but you know, who's going to take pictures with that? You're probably going to be using the 8 megapixel camera in the back with the dual LED flash. The camera is pretty good. I mean, like, it takes very decent shots. It's much better compared to other HTC devices out there. It will also record 1080p video, which is pretty good as well. It's better than what I've seen on other devices, but not as good as the Galaxy S2's video. What you'll notice is when you're recording video, if it's windy or if you've got loud sounds, you're going to get clipping and hissing sounds. And you know, there's no point taking this out on a windy day to record video, because you're just going to get some annoying sounds recorded. In terms of battery life, I usually get about 2 days of average usage for my Galaxy S2. So you know, when I was using this HTC Sensation, I expected quite a bit. Now I've been using the Sensation for about a week now, and I've got to say that I've had to, you know, charge it every night. The Sensation's got a 1520 mAh battery, and HTC says you can get 495 minutes of talk time and 400 hours of standby from the device, but you'll have to take their word for that. I've used the device quite heavily, you know, watching a few YouTube videos, playing a bit of Angry Birds here and there, taking pictures and video, and of course making and receiving calls throughout the day. Now after all that, around midnight I was left with 15%, so it's not too bad. Just remember, bear in mind, I had Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, and a few other things on automated syncs. So with all those things in mind, you gotta give it to the Sensation. It did last quite a fair length. Anyone that manages power slightly better than I did will probably, you know, stretch it to the next day, but the battery life definitely isn't as good as the Galaxy S2. So you know, this is pretty much HTC's highest end phone at the moment. Is it worth getting it? Well, it certainly is a good device. Like I said, it's smooth, and you've got all the HTC Sense, giving you a lot of functionality. But I just feel, you know, it's not as good as the Galaxy S2. It could have been better. But it's certainly still a desirable phone. But I'm just not that impressed with it. I mean, if you gave me this or the Desire HD, it wouldn't feel that much of a difference to me. So that's it. This was Roger from heavenjoys.net. If you want to read the full review, go into our website. Like I said, the link is below in the description. Take care, guys.